Laura. It's so nice to see you today. As you know, I've spoken with your parents and I wanted to talk to you and get a little bit more of an idea of what's been going on. Can you tell me from your perspective what's been happening lately?
Yeah. I mean, I know my parents like probably told you I'm losing too much weight and I'm just not eating enough, but I'm sorry. I feel like we're wasting your time. I'm just on a diet. It's really not a big deal.
Okay, do you mind telling me a little bit more about the diet? Is it you're unhappy with your weight?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like I just have some extra weight to lose.
Okay, do you mind telling me right now how dissatisfied you are with your weight and body image on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being not dissatisfied and 10 being very dissatisfied.
Um, I guess it's a pretty long ways to go until I'm skinny. Mm, I don't know, maybe like a 9. I kind of hate the way I look right now.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that number. It's quite high. Is it because you fear gaining weight or something else?
I'm not afraid of gaining weight. I just don't want to be fat. Um, like I want to be skinny, like the girls that are at my school. I just like I look in the mirror and I feel kind of gross. I just see all the things that are too big on me, and I don't know. I feel like disgusting and embarrassed. Like everyone else is probably thinking that too.
Sounds really hard. When you feel those things like feeling gross or embarrassed, what types of things are you doing in attempt to not gain weight?
I just count my calories and watch what I eat, but it's like nothing too crazy.
Okay, before you said you have a long ways to go before you feel satisfied. Do you have like an ideal weight in mind that you'd like to be?
No,
Okay, so are you more concerned about what you look like rather than a number on the scale?
I think I'll know it when I see it. Like when my arms and legs are skinnier. Um, that's like one thing, but I think I'll know.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you some more questions that are a little bit more specific now, if that's okay.
Mhm.
You said you don't want to gain any weight. Are you also restricting the amount of food you're eating so as to lose weight as well?
Yeah, I said I have some weight to lose. That's what a diet is, right?
Okay. How often do you limit the amount of calories you're eating?
I guess I guess every day. Like if I skip a day of counting calories, it's like all my work before that is wasted. It's losing the progress I made. So, yeah, every day.
It sounds like you spend a lot of time counting calories and keeping track of the foods you've eaten. Have you ever tried to follow certain definite rules regarding eating, like maybe setting a calorie limit for the day or rules about what you should and should not eat, preset quantities of food, things like that?
I wouldn't really call them rules. It's just a diet. Like I try to keep my calories low. There's not a specific number, but I definitely don't want to go over 1,000. Um, but it's just a diet. Like I just want to be thin. I'll know when I get there.
I understand. Um, how do you feel when you track your calories?
It kind of makes me feel more in control, like I'm actually doing something about my problems, just bringing me closer to being skinny.
I hear what you're saying. Um, you also said that you don't really follow any rules about eating, but when I was speaking with your parents, they mentioned you avoid foods high in fat content. Could you tell me more about that?
Um, yeah, of course I do. I feel like foods that are high in fat content also have a ridiculous amount of calories. So um, it's not really worth eating them if they're that many calories. Like I've already explained this to my parents. If I eat those foods, I'll just get fatter than I am now. So yeah, I don't eat them.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It seems like this is a really big part of your day-to-day routine. How often would you say you think about food or counting calories?
Mm, Probably all the time. Like how many I've had, if I'm going over, uh, like if it's worth the calories that is in the thing I'm trying to eat. And I also think about just the ways that I can cut out calories too, like avoiding the fat content stuff.
Okay, so you spend a lot of time thinking about these things. Do you find that thinking about counting calories or about food has made it difficult to focus on other things, maybe like school or some hobbies that you have?
I don't think so. Like I get pretty good grades. I've always gotten good grades. I mean, I can always do better, and I will. I will do better. Um, but well, I guess sometimes I get a little distracted. Like math is right before lunch. So sometimes I get a little worried about lunch and I'm not thinking about math, but it's not a big deal because I have an A in math. It's not like messing anything up.
Okay, well, that's really good. It sounds like school's going well, so I'm happy to hear that. I feel like I have a good understanding of what things you're doing to not gain weight. Can you tell me what meals and snacks you do eat on a regular basis?
Yeah, I always have dinner like every night with my family at the dinner table.
Okay, and what about breakfast?
I usually skip breakfast. I'm not really hungry in the mornings.
You have lunch at school. What about snacks in between those meals?
I like to eat some fruit for a snack before dinner. Sometimes for lunch, I'll do like grilled chicken. I guess sometimes I skip things, but like, what else would I do if you don't skip something? How are you going to lose the weight?
Okay. So some people consciously try to restrict their food intake, similar to how you seem to be doing, as a way to gain control. Has this ever happened to you? Do you think it's something you do?
I don't know if this is what like you mean, but I know my dad and I have been fighting a lot lately about what I eat. He keeps like telling me to eat more, but he's just not listening to me. Like he doesn't get it. Mom kind of does a little, but dad, he does not get what it's like to be me or to be in high school.
Okay. How do these conversations with dad make you feel?
Um, I don't know. He's always telling me what to do, and so sometimes it makes me want to not eat even more because he's telling me to. It's just like he's so controlling everything I do, and it's my body. Like I can decide what I eat. He's just making a bigger deal out of everything.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Um, do you ever feel like you've eaten too much food?
I mean, mom and dad are just keep telling me I'm not eating enough, but I think I eat plenty. Sometimes probably too much. Like you said, like if I mess up and I eat something that has a lot of fat content, maybe like extra carbs, sometimes I feel like a little full, and I definitely know that was too much.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Sometimes people will feel guilty about eating. Is that something that's ever happened to you before?
Um, yeah, I think sometimes I feel guilty. Um, like I want to get skinny, right? But then here I am, like eating again, and I just get so disgusted with myself. Like I know what I look like. I know I want to drop a few pounds, and so I have to be doing what I'm supposed to do to try to lose weight. And I know other people probably thinking about me too. They all see what I look like, so I don't know. I need to be on top of it and to do better.
That sounds really difficult. Do you have a desire to feel hungry or have an empty stomach? Okay. Um, Sometimes people will also feel really uncomfortable when they see their bodies, whether it's like in a mirror or when they're showering. Is this something that you've ever dealt with?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about how that makes you feel?
sad. Like, who would even want to be friends with me when I look like this, or like be around me when I look like this? No one. Like, if I don't even like myself, why would anyone else? I just see like all the things that are wrong, and it's like, see, dad doesn't know what he's talking about because obviously like there's extra weight there. um and I don't know why he doesn't understand that.
Sounds really difficult. And I also know that this is really hard to talk about, but you're doing a really good job answering these questions. I only have a few more if you don't mind answering them.
Okay.
So they're a little bit more specific. So I want you to try and think back in the last 6 months. Have you ever made yourself throw up following eating?
Oh, no, god no, I've never done that. I'm just counting calories.
Okay. In the last 6 months, have you ever used anything like laxatives or diuretics, other type of pills to control your weight?
Nope. Like I keep saying, it's just a diet. I'm not doing anything crazy.
Okay. In the last 6 months, have you ever exercised for more than 60 minutes in an attempt to control your weight or body image?
No, I'm not exercising. I feel like I keep saying this, like I'm telling you and my mom and my dad. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just, just counting the calories to keep and watching what I'm eating to keep the extra weight off, to lose the extra weight.
Okay. Have you ever engaged in behaviors where you check your body, like looking in the mirror, seeing if certain clothes fit, like scrutinizing particular parts of your body?
Yeah, I look in the mirror. I feel like of course I do. Don't, don't most 14-year-olds? I don't know. Yeah, I look and I try to see if I'm like getting better. I just want to see like my progress. Um, I have a pair of jeans sometimes that I'll put on just to see like if they fit better than before.
Okay. And my last question, in the last 6 months, have you lost more than 20 pounds?
No, no. Dad keeps saying I'm losing too much, and but I mean he always has something to say about what I do now. But no, 20 pounds would be like actually probably pretty good, but I've only lost 18 so far.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for answering all of my questions. I know they weren't easy things to answer, so I appreciate you taking your time to talk with me today. I feel like I definitely have a better understanding now. If it's okay with you, I would like to meet with you next week to talk about some steps moving forward. Is that okay?
I, I mean, I feel bad. I feel like it's kind of a waste of your time. Um, because it's just a diet. But yeah, yes, sure.
Okay. I look forward to seeing you then.
Thanks.